Hi my dear friends and students, welcome to the Bumgil Creations. In this video we are going to discuss number system conversion. Last class we have discussed introduction of number system. There we have seen what is number system, different kinds of number system, why we are following decimal number system, and what is the use of octal and hexadecimal. In this video we are going to discuss how to convert a number from one number system into another number system. First conversion, decimal into other number system. So here we are going to discuss how to convert decimal number into octal, binary or hexadecimal or any other number system like quaternary, septenary, senary. So these all comes under decimal into other number system. Next, other number system into decimal. So same thing, binary into decimal or hexadecimal into decimal, octal into decimal or any other number system into decimal. These all comes under this second one. Binary into octal, vice versa. So here binary into octal or octal into binary. Next, binary into hexadecimal or hexadecimal into binary. Octal into hexadecimal, hexadecimal into octal. So these are all the conversions we are going to discuss. In this video I am going to explain you about decimal into other number system. Okay. Before the conversion, you should know about the positional number system and non-positional number system. So first, what is meant by positional number system? Positional number system is also known as weight number system. As the name implies, there will be a weight associated with each digit. Each digit is weighed based on its position. For example, consider the decimal value 1542. This can be written as 1000 plus 500 plus 40 plus 2. Or I can write like this: 1 into 10 to the power 3 plus 5 into 10 to the power 2 plus 4 into 10 to the power 1 plus 2 into 10 to the power 0. So here I can say weightage of this position is 10 to the power 0 and weightage of this position is 10 to the power 1 and weightage of this position is 10 to the power 2 and weightage of this position is 10 to the power 3. So here you can start increasing the weightage from least significant bit to most significant bit. Okay, so same applies for binary, octal and hexadecimal. For example, consider this is the binary number and weightage for this least significant bit, that is 2 to the power 0, and this is 2 to the power 1, this is 2 to the power 2, here 2 to the power 3 and this is 2 to the power 4. And same thing for octal. So it has the weightage 8 to the power 0, 8 to the power 1 and here 8 to the power 2. And for hexadecimal, weightage for this position 16 to the power 0, here 16 to the power 1 and here 16 to the power 2. So like that, in positional number system each digit is weighed according to the position. If the decimal number have a fraction part, then you have to give weightage like 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 3. For example, if this is the number, then you have to give the weightage after the radix point like 10 to the power minus 1 and this is 10 to the power minus 2. It has the weightage 10 to the power minus 3. So number before radix point has the weightage 10 to the power 0, 10 to the power 1, 10 to the power 2, 10 to the power 3. After radix point 10 to the power minus 1, 10 to the power minus 2, 10 to the power minus 3. Same applies for binary. If any number after the point, you have to write like this: 2 to the power minus 1, 2 to the power minus 2, 2 to the power minus 3. Same thing. If any number after the point, you have to represent 8 to the power minus 1, 8 to the power minus 2. Same thing. 16 to the power minus 1, 16 to the power minus 2. So in positional number system, each digit is weighed according to its position. Example for positional number system are hexadecimal, octal, decimal, binary and BCD. And coming to non-positional number system, another name for non-positional number system is non-weighted number system. So here each digit is independent of its position. So there is no weightage based on its position. This non-positional number system is used for shift positional encodes and for error detecting purpose. Example for this non-positional number system are Gray code, Roman code, XS3 code, etc. That's all about positional and non-positional number system. Now we will discuss about decimal into any other number system. For this conversion, we are going to use double method. In double method, to convert decimal integer, you have to divide the decimal integer by the base of the number system which you need until the quotient is 0. And you have to collect the remainders in reverse order. Whereas to convert decimal fractions, you have to multiply the decimal fraction into base of the number system which we need until the fractional part is 0. And then you have to collect integer values in forward direction. For example, consider the decimal number 109. So here I am going to convert this decimal into binary. For the conversion of decimal into binary, we need to use base value 2. Okay, we have to divide this decimal by 2. So I am going to divide this 109 by 2. So what is the value? 5 2s are 10, 4 2s are 8. So here remainder 1. You have to consider this remainder. Next again 2 2s are 4, 7 2s are 14. Here there is no remainder. And again 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. Here remainder 1. Then 6 2s are 12, remainder 1. 3 2s are 6, remainder 0. 1 2s are 2, remainder 1. And again 0 into 2, 0, remainder 1. Here we got the quotient value 0. So we can stop here. You have to collect the remainder in reverse order. So here binary equivalent of decimal value 109 equal to 1101 101. 1101 101. Okay, you have to write in reverse order. So here this is the least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. Okay, this is the least significant bit and this is the most significant bit. Same procedure you have to follow for decimal into octal conversion. Here you have to take the base value 8. Octal has base value 8. So 13 into 8, that is equal to 104. So remainder 5. Again you have to divide this 13. 1 into 8, 8, remainder 5. Again divide this 1. So 0 into 8, 0, remainder 1. We got the quotient value 0. So we can stop here and write the remainder in reverse order. So octal equivalent for the decimal value 109 equal to 155. Next, for hexadecimal. Here the base value 16. 6 into 16, 96. So remainder 13. In hexadecimal, you have to consider 13 as a D. So here remainder is D. And again I am going to divide the 6 by 16. So 0 into 16, that is 0. Remainder 6. Here quotient is 0. So we can stop here. Okay, so you have to consider in reverse order. 109 can be represented as 6D in hexadecimal. This double method is not only applicable for binary, octal and hexadecimal. You can also apply this for any other number system like ternary, quaternary, quinary, septenary. So for any other number system you can follow this method, only you have to change the base value. So far we have discussed only about decimal integer. Suppose decimal number have a fractional part. Consider 6875. Here numbers before radix point are considered as integers and numbers after radix point are considered as fractions. Okay, so to convert this fraction part, you have to multiply this fraction part into base of the number system which we need. If you want to convert this fraction part into binary, then you have to multiply this with 2. If you want to convert this fraction part into octal, then you have to multiply this with 8. To convert this into hexadecimal, then you have to multiply this with 16. Okay, first I am going to convert this decimal fraction into binary. So for that, I am going to multiply this with 2 because for binary base value is 2. So what is the answer? 1.375. So here I am going to consider only integer part. So what is the integer? 1. What is the fraction part? 0.375. Multiply this with 2 again. 0.750. So what is the integer part? 0. Again 0.750. This is the fractional part. Into 2. 1.500. So here what is the integer part? 1. Again 0.500. So this is the fractional part. Into 2 equal to 1. Integer part equal to 1. This has the integer 1 and there is no fractional part. Okay, here fractional product is 0. So you can stop here and you have to write the integer value in the forward direction, up to down. So what is that? 0.6875 can be written as 0.1011. Here binary equivalent for the decimal value 109.6875 is 110.1101.1011. So this is the binary equivalent for the decimal value. Do the same thing for octal. 0.6875 into 8. Here octal base value is 8. So into 8, that is equal to 5.5. So what is the integer part? That is 5. And fractional part 0.5 into 8, that is equal to 4. Here integer part 4. There is no fraction part. There is no fraction. So you can stop here and write the value in forward direction. So 0.54. So 109.6875 can be written as 155.54 in octal. Do the same thing for hexadecimal. 0.6875 into 16, that is equal to 11. So here what is the integer part? 11. That can be written as B and there is no fractions. So we can stop here. So in hexadecimal 0.6875 can be written as B. Here hexadecimal equivalent for the value 109.6875 equal to 60.B. This is how we have to convert a number from decimal number system into any other number system. So to convert decimal into any other number system, we have followed double method. We can also call this as a short division method or a division method. One more method is also that to convert decimal into binary, that is called descending powers of 2 and subtraction. In this method, you have to list the powers of 2. 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 7 and so on. Like that you have to list the powers of 2. So what is the value of 2 2 to the power 0, 1. Then 2 to the power 1, 2, 4, 8, 60, 32, 64, 1 to 8, then 256. Like that it will go. Consider the same decimal value 109.6875. Now consider the integer part 109 and see the value 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, then 512. It will go like this. Now see the value 128. It is greater than 109. So you need not to consider the value greater than 64. You have to consider the value less than or equal to 64, because after 64 this value is greater than the integer part. So you have to consider only this one. Here I can write this 109 as 64 plus 32 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1. So first step you have to choose the numbers less than or equal to decimal value. So here the value is less than or equal to decimal value. First one 64. And by adding this with 32 you will get 96. And by adding this 96 with 16 you will get the number greater than 109. So I am not going to take this 16. I am going to take 8. So 96 plus 8, that is equal to 104. Then, so what is the remainder? 5. To get the value 5, I am going to add 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1. First consider the value 64. 109 minus 64, that is equal to 45. So I am adding this with 32. Again I am going to compare this with 109. I am going to subtract 96 from 109. I will get 13. So I am taking the value 8 because 16 is greater than 13. So I am not considering 16. I am considering 8. So again, so this 96 plus 8, that is equal to 104, and remainder 5. To get the value 5, I am going to add 4 plus 1. So 4 plus 1. So here what are all the values you have taken? 64, 32, 8, 4, 1. So for that you have to write 1 below that. And the values you have not taken, that is 16 and 2. So you have to write 0. So this is the binary equivalent for 109. So what is that? 11011101. So same value you have got for double table method. Okay. Next, for the fraction 0.875, have to write the power like this. 2 to the power minus 1, 2 to the power minus 2, 2 to the power minus 3, 2 to the power minus 4, 2 to the power minus 5, and so on. So what is the value of 2 to the power minus 1? That is 0.5, and 0.25, 0.125, 0.0625, and here 0.03125, and so on. By adding 0.5, 0.125, 0.0625, I will get the value 0.6875. That means 0.5, 0.125, 0.0625. So what is the value? 5, 7, 8, 6.0. 1, 0, 1, 1. Binary equivalent for the decimal value 109.6875 equal to 1101101.1011. This is how you have to convert decimal into binary number by using descending power of 2 and subtraction method. In this video, we have discussed how to convert a number from decimal number system into any other number system. Next class we will discuss how to convert a number from any other number system into decimal number system. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, click the like button and share this to your friends.